The Signature programme has been designed to enable young people to learn and practice enterprise and employability skills through a really interactive programme where they have fun and they get to present and they get to visit lots of businesses. The work that we do at E3 Bradford, it has a high level of business engagement because the work that we're trying to provide is about the real world. It's about young people going into the real world and understanding what the world of work is about. The Signature programme has 4 sessions to it, the first one being a preparation session. The preparation session is for the students to learn and understand what employability and enterprise skills are. So within that session they'll start to discuss the skills and then they'll start looking at different job tasks and they'll start looking at different jobs. Within those jobs they'll start to learn how they apply those skills. They then look at what it's going to be like to actually engage with business people. So they've started to think about questions that they could ask the business people, and when it got to the second session they felt prepared to ask those questions. They prepared their own questionnaires and they interacted with 12 to 13 employers in the second session in a sort of a speed networking type event, which was fun. They moved about quite a lot and they gained a lot of information.
I got involved today because it's really important. I think kids are enthused to think about their careers and think about alternative jobs and types of work they could go into and the kinds of skills they need to develop, and also follow their ambitions and their aspiration.
They then presented back to the employers what they'd learnt about them.
I've gained a lot of confidence and I've gained stuff to improve my business skills. So when I go for an interview I can just talk confidently.
When they got to the third session, they came out of school, they came out of their own environment and they visited 3 separate companies within Bradford. Within those companies they then asked specific questions and they were presented to as well. Quite a lot of information was presented to them and they got to feel what those environments were like, what it was like to be out there in the world of work.
My favourite part was visiting the businesses because we got to see how they work and ask different questions related to the business.
The fourth session is about them reflecting and applying what they've learned. So they really think about how much they've learned of the programme. They get to practice those skills and they get to look at what their expectations of the programme were at the beginning and what they've learned and how they can then use it going forward. And it's about telling the rest of their peers within their class what they've learned and how they're going to use that in the future.
Yeah, I enjoy the programme a lot because it helped me experience a lot of different things and it made me confident a lot more.
I think the impact of the programme is that the children who are coming through the programme will be more motivated and be more realistic about the choices that they make about work. Often they don't know what's out there, so it's a really good idea for them to get a clear understanding of what businesses really want from the staff in the future, and they can work through school and beyond into further education, looking at what they really need to get a job in the economy that we're in at the moment.
The school's definitely benefited, yeah, because we've been involved in a pilot programme that hopefully will then go forward and be launched to lots of other schools in the future. And to be at the beginning of that process is absolutely amazing.
And if you ask me, do I think this programme should be rolled out to this school, other schools that have been involved, other schools in Bradford, my answer would be yes. And why am I saying yes? It's because the students have told me, the staff have told me, that when they've visited employers, when they've seen employers in schools, they realise that sometimes things have been sugar-coated in schools, and what they've now seen is reality about work, and lots of them have been making contacts with employers and will be able to do so in the future.